Hello everybody, this is Kevin with Kevin's Card Collecting. Welcome to another Fairfield Friday. Give it a moment here and let some people get on the chat. Hello everybody, this is Kevin with Kevin's Card. It's always fun to see who the first person in the chat's going to be. Today is our Fairfield Friday, and we've also got some mail call. I've got this package here. Most of you could probably guess who it came from. And I've also got another box we're going to open up at the very end. I'm seeing the numbers grow. We had 1, 2, and then 3, but nobody's chatting quite yet. So we'll see who the first person in the chat's going to be. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. It's the best day of the week if you work a Monday through Friday type of job. Although everyone says thank God it's Friday, personally I tend to say thank God it's Saturday, because Friday is still a work day. So we got a few folks in the chat, or in the room, but nobody's chatting quite yet. Let's see if we can get a first chat here. Chat Town, the first one in. There you go, buddy. First one in the chat. How you doing? How's recovery going for you there, chat? Hope everything's going well. Is there any sort of PT that goes along with your recovery? Yeah, Jason, you're second in the house. Good for you. You called it. Bionic arm. Start calling you the $6 million man. Although in today's, with inflation, the $6 million man's probably the $60 million man. But I'm glad you're doing all right. That's good to hear. How you doing there, Jason? Having a good Friday? Yeah, Jason, I know you're relatively new to my channel, but my schedule is posted on my About Me tab in YouTube, but every Friday I do Fairfield Fridays, so I open up a couple boxes of Fairfield, and then some vintage cards of some sort, and then any mail that we might have gotten in, which we actually have a little bit of all. We've got some Fairfields, we got some vintage stuff to go through, and I've got the famous pink package. You guys can probably guess who that came from. Yeah, Lee Majors, that's him. You know, I was hoping this morning in Donald's chat, Gorilla Family made the statement that he was going to go live at 6 o'clock Eastern, which would have been an hour ago. And so I held off till 4 because I wanted to give him an hour to do his stream. And then I came on at 4 o'clock my time. I'm on the West Coast. And he never came on. So I don't know what happened to Gorilla. Unless he's gone live now, and that's where everybody's at. I'm not sure. Big Valley. I'm not sure what that's referencing. Pilly Mama Gaming's with us. How you doing there, Angel? Hey, Angel, did Gorilla go live today, to your knowledge? Because this morning in Donald's channel, he said he was going to go live at 6 o'clock Eastern, which would have been an hour ago, and he never went live. So I'm wondering if he's gone live now, or what his schedule is. Okay. Yeah, I kept checking his channel all the way up till about 30 minutes ago, and he still hadn't gone live yet. Nothing's wrong with the West Coast. Oh, no, I agree. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the West Coast. What part of the West Coast are you from, Jason? Are you like on the coast? Like California or one of those states? Or a little more inland? Oh, yeah, Big Valley, the show Big Valley. That's right. I know, what a jump, to go from like a cowboy western show living on the frontier to being the Bionic Man. That was a huge jump in characters for him. Lemoore, California. Okay. I can't say I've ever been there. I've heard of it. Duck Boy's in the house. Good to see you, Duck Boy. Glad you could join us. Y'all wonder what the story is behind some of our names in these channels? The Hobbyist is with us. Good to see you there. Thanks for joining us. Hats McGee, the obsessed Astros fan. How you doing there, bud? No, Jason, I'm sorry I haven't. I haven't forgotten. I just, well, you know what? I have forgotten. That night, I wrote it down. I said, okay, I'm going to look him up, and I did forget to go back and look. But I did procrastinate a little much on that. I'm going to write it down again. Thanks for the reminder. Videos. Okay. I got it written down on my to-do list there, Jason. Doing good. We're doing good. Finally made it to Friday. Friday is my favorite day. Although, like I was saying earlier, they say TGIF, but technically, I mean, Friday's a good day, but Saturday's better. Because technically, Friday, if you work Monday through Friday, Friday is still a work day. First week back for you. Did you have some vacation time off there for the holidays? Yeah, no, see? Christian Videos by Steve Taylor. I never do a live without my pen and paper handy. Yeah, I don't think you should do a live stream without a pen and paper handy, because you never know when you're going to have to jot something down. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we're kind of peeking out here at 6 watching. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. It's going to be a bit of a... Oh, he was a Christian artist, but would add satire to his songs. Oh, really? Okay, I'll find that interesting. You got your first flight Sunday. This coming Sunday, Hats? Good for you. Are you going to be on like a consistent route, or are they just going to send you sporadically to different locations? That's always the way it works, hobbyists, especially at the end of the stream when you really are signing off and going to say your goodbyes. That's when the numbers start to grow. I don't understand how that works. When's an RC plane video coming? Soon, Duck Boy. I've already started editing some video. I'm trying to add some music to the background and kind of spice it up a little bit. Give it another week or so. Neil Peart passed. Favorite drummer ever, 67 years old. Neil Peart. I don't know that name. American everywhere but the West Coast. Okay. Oh, sorry to hear that, hobbyist. Yeah, they do crash. Yeah, right, Jason. Yeah, my last stream, I pretty much ended it just before the 2-hour mark. Like at 1 hour and 50 minutes, I started saying my goodbyes, and that turned into an over 3-hour video live stream. That was awesome. People just kept showing up and talking about stuff. It was fun. Fitzy's in the house. Good to see Fitzy. Our resident Yankee fan. Grant N. Is that really you? It is so good to see you. I haven't seen you in here in a while. A wind gust pushed into the top of the tree. Yeah, that'll happen. I've yeah, I've had planes land in the trees before too. Oh wow, good for you, Hats. Congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, the drummer for Rush passed away. Oh wow. At 67. Oh, that's too young, but you know, those guys live some pretty rough, hard lives. Oh, you're going to go live. Awesome, Grant. Are you going to be using Streamlabs, or what platform are you going to use? Personally, I think Streamlabs is awesome. It's the only one I've ever tried, but it works flawlessly. So I like Streamlabs. It's free and it's easy to. It's pretty user friendly. Good for you. I look forward to that. I'll make sure I got you on my notification, so I'll get the notification when you do it. Alrighty, guys, we got 7 in the stream now. Does that cost $1,000 to do here live stream? No, it's free. Live streaming is free. I use an iPhone, and I downloaded the Streamlabs app through the App Store, and then I just link it to my YouTube account, and when I fire it up and go live, it automatically triggers my YouTube channel. And no, it's all free. Doesn't cost a thing. Nope. Oh, my Chrome update? Oh, yeah. So you guys know all these boxes that you see in the background are empty. I just couldn't bring myself to throw away the nice, pretty boxes because they make such good backdrops. But no, unfortunately, Grant, there's nothing in there. Oh my word, Fitzy. Okay, Hats, take it easy, buddy. Good luck on Sunday. Congratulations, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Oh man, Fitzy. I am so sorry. Is everybody okay though? Everybody all right? No injuries, I hope. I pray everything's good. Cards can be replaced, people cannot. Man. Okay, Jason. Yeah, I hope you can come back later. I've got a pretty cool fan mail, I guess you call it, mail call. Some packages that came in. I've got Papa J's cards plus some other stuff that's kind of off camera because it's pretty big and I can't fit it in the camera screen. So yeah, hopefully you can make it up for the end of the stream for that. Yeah, Fitzy, I'm really sorry. All right, Grant, go get yourself some dinner. Yeah, it's dinner time for you back there. Okay. Well, let's get Fitzy's spirits up a little bit. Let's have some fun ripping up some cards or ripping open, not ripping up. Sorry. Whew. Oh, Duck Boy is named Jason too. We got a couple Jasons in the house. All right. So here's the plan for today. I've got 2 Fairfield boxes. Now these are both the newer boxes, the blue uniforms. I wasn't able to get any gray uniforms for today's video. I do have, by chance, a couple Cincinnati Reds players on the cover of each, so that's kind of ominous, both Cincinnati. And then for vintage, I do have another bag of this Goodwill stuff I picked up. Surprisingly, the last bag I opened was chock full of Hall of Famers. So these are actually pretty surprisingly well. I was pretty pleased. So hopefully we'll get some more good cards out of there. Then, like I said, we got some fun fan mail to go through. In a box I need to crack open and check out and see what's in there. So we'll get right into it. Yeah, if you guys need to run, grab some food, by all means. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping. And what do they say? Rip and grip, or grip and rip? Hey, Ethan's with us. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, okay. Well, bidding on the same stuff? Possibly. I do get involved in those sales and auctions. They can be quite addicting. Especially when you have people like Ethan running them that just does a phenomenal job. It's like a I don't want to say this, but it's kind of like a drug. You just got to get your fix. Ooh, cool. Okay, Ethan. I'll look forward to that. Depending on when it comes out, I'm going to finish my stream and I'll definitely check your video out. So, all right. So we're going to get right into it. I want to crack open these Fairfields. I've seen some videos where people don't like the Fairfields, and if you get nothing but duds all the time, I totally get that. For whatever reason, I've been fairly lucky. The box says 1 in 4 contain a hit, and that's about on par. I'd say about every 4th box I get either a relic or an autograph. But, you know, personally for me, I don't need an auto or a relic to consider a card a hit. If it's a card that I PC or a team that I particularly care for, I love getting them. So I don't need the hits to have a lot of fun opening these cards. But that's just me. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what our center pack's going to be. It's going to be 89 score. So we'll crack that open at the midway point. Oh, we definitely have fun, Ethan. I can't imagine what it's like on your end. Maybe one of these days I'll host a sale or an auction or something. I don't know, just to experience doing it on that side of the camera. I know it's a lot of work for you and it can be strenuous at times, but for the audience, we just eat it up. We love it. So let's see. So right off the bat there, we've got a relatively good card, a 2018 Joey Votto card. Shout out to SSP. I believe his son PC's Joey Votto. So I'm sure he would appreciate that. Got a bunch of backwards cards here. Yeah, I can imagine, Ethan, especially when I got all those piles to keep track of. Scott Scudder. Mike Stanton. Deion Sanders. There we go. Deion Sanders. Neon Deion. I've not seen that card before, I don't think. 92 Fleer Ultra. I'll set that one aside. Terry Leach with the Mets. Bob Kipper with the Pirates. Hey, Ethan, I don't know what you've got planned later on, but at the end of my stream, I've got a couple fan mail packages I'm going to open up. One of them is a buy-in that I had from Papa J. That ought to be fun because I'm pretty sure I got some good cards in there. And then I've also got it's a surprise to me, but I got a package to open up that I'm really looking forward to opening, and I hope you guys appreciate it as well. Wes Chamberlain. We got Chris Hoyles with the Orioles, Jeff Blauser with the Braves, and Rick Wilkins with the Cubs. Yeah, I remember that, Fitzy. You collected Donnie Baseball. That is sad. But not just the cards. Anything else that you may have lost of sentimental value, that's heart-wrenching, man. All these cards are backwards. There we go. Okay, we got Ozzie Guillen with the White Sox. John Moses with the Twins. Mike Lavalier. John Smiley. Mark Sullivan. And don't forget, guys, 99.9% of the Fairfields I've opened always have a duplicate somewhere in there. So I'm expecting at some point to get back-to-back duplicate cards. Greg Walker with the White Sox. Carlos Garcia. Steve Bichelle. Is that our second John Smiley? Didn't I just get a John Smiley? There it is. That didn't take long. We got our duplicate. They weren't together per se, but they were only a few cards apart. So Fairfield's funny about doing that. Oh, look at that. We got a triplicate. We got a third John Smiley. Ron Robinson with the Reds. Daryl Boston with the White Sox. Oh, Boston's playing for Chicago. That's kind of a funny play on words there. Yeah, Fitzy, just so you know, I have a pile set aside for you already prior to my knowledge of what happened. So, yeah, you'll start your collection back up here soon enough. I promise you that. Ethan, I get these at Walgreens. They're $4.99 a box, guaranteed 100 cards, plus one sealed pack. Like in this case, I got an 89 score. But 1 in 4 contain a hit, which means you either get an autograph or a relic card in every fourth box. And I've opened about more than a dozen of these. And I would say that ratio is pretty decent. It's pretty spot on. But, you know, even if you don't get a hit, these are just fun to open. It's fun to look at the old cards and kind of remember the good old days. Wallace Johnson. Jeff Brantley with the Giants. Rene Gonzalez. You can also find them at CVS, Ethan, if you've got CVS pharmacies. But they charge like $8 a pack. Whereas Walgreens is $5. Somebody said Rite Aid Pharmacy, which we don't have any Rite Aids here where I live, but Rite Aids, I guess, sell them as well. They're usually in the toy section, is where I find them. Steve Ontiveros with the Phillies. Mike Woodard with the White Sox. Pedro Guerrero. 87 Baseball's Best. And yeah, Ethan, if your dad opened up those was it Bowman's Best cards? Man, that was like Padre Central there. That was phenomenal. For me being a Padre fan, that was a lot of fun to watch him open up. He got like 4 Tatises or something like that, but I loved it when he opened that Alonso card. And he's like, yeah, this guy is supposed to be good. His name is Pete. I laughed at that. Ellis Burks with the Rockies. Manny Ramirez with the Indians. Edgar Martinez with the, as Donald would say, Seattle Mariners. Hall of Famer. So we'll set that one aside. Yeah, that, you know what, I can only imagine what it looks like in person, Ethan. But even on camera, the Atomic was really cool looking. He's lucky it was a big box. Did he get 1 box or 2? For some reason, I was under the impression that he got 2 boxes. Maybe it was just one big one. Kevin Seitzer with the Royals. Shane Raleigh with the Twins. Wade Boggs, that's a different kind of card. Look at that, rounded corners. The Press Box, Collector's Choice of the 80s. I've never heard of such a card. Interesting. Oh, it was 1 master with 2 smallers inside. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. If he moves, I'll tell him to give you a first shot. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I know he collects Soto. That's his. At least it appears that that's his main guy. But yeah, no. We'll see. We'll see what you guys do with those cards in the future. Bert Blyleven with the Twins. Dwight Evans with the Orioles. Todd Bessinger. There you go, Ethan, a Red Sox player. Juan Samuel for the Mets. Ryan Sandberg. There we go, 1984 All-Star card. Of course, a Hall of Famer as well. Randy Myers with the Mets. Dwayne Busey. Buse. Rick Sutcliffe with the Cubs. Future star Greg Jeffries. Now there's an original. These are original 84s, guys. I'm working on my 84, my modern 84s, but these are originals here. A couple Blue Jays, Bobby Cox and Buck Martinez. Jeff D'Amico. Not sure who he's with. That's a college card. Ron Hassey. I'm gonna set that one aside because I have kind of personal connections to him through my dad. My dad used to play ball with Ron Hassey. So set that one aside. Bob Boone, Bob Rogers, and Danny Tartabull. And our last card is a Pat Borders. So that's half the box. Now we're going to crack open the score. Soto and Franco. Okay. Gotcha. Nice Ryan Sandberg. That was a nice Sandberg. And I'm going to sleeve these cards up later. I'm setting aside for now, but they'll definitely get sleeved up and protected after a little bit. 3 card collectors is in the house. Good to see you there, bud. The hobbyist says he doesn't see cards at his Rite Aid. I wonder if it's something you could talk to the manager about. Maybe he can special order them. And let's see, our special insert's going to be a year to remember, 1943. Well, there's a lot going on in 43, but I didn't know it involved baseball. Because the war was in pretty much full swing. Pretty cool. All right, we got Dave Valle. Remember, this is 89 score, so could possibly get some good rookies out of this. Dave Valle with the Mariners, Mike Lavalier with the Pirates, Candy Maldonado with the Giants, Willie Fraser of the Angels, Mark Eichhorn with the Blue Jays, another Blue Jays, Jesse Barfield, Larry Herndon, Jack Howell with the Angels, Larry McWilliams with the Cardinals, Rich Gedman with the Red Sox, Ray Hayward with the Rangers, Gino Petralli with the Rangers, John Costello with the Cardinals, Dave Meads with the Astros. 2 to go here. We got Jeff Eppard, Angels, and a Danny Cox with the Cardinals. So nothing as far as a hit I would say in that pack. Rather bland selection of cards there, but it happens. All right, so our second half. Still time to get an auto or a relic here. I don't see any fat cards per se, but that doesn't mean we can't find an auto in here somewhere. All right, let's see. All right, we got Kevin Ory, rookie for the Cubs. That's a Fleer 97 card. Jim Gantner with the Brewers. Milt Thompson with the Phillies. And we got a Tim Flannery. Going to be a Padre card? Sure is. Good old Tim Flannery. Marty Barrett with the Red Sox. Okay, we got Storm Davis with the Athletics. Orioles team card. Got Earl Weaver on the front there. I don't know the other 2 guys. Juan Agosto. Mario Soto with the Reds. We got Todd Zeal with the Cardinals. Rob James with Bob with the White Sox. And we've got a Derek Wallace with the Mets. Javier Hernandez with the Astros. Mackey Sasser with the Mets. Glenn Davis with the Orioles. Al Nipper for the Cubs. Dwight Gooden with the Mets. Dave Valle with the Mariners. We got Jeff McNeely with the Red Sox. Okay, we got Ted Simmons with the Braves. Aurelio Lopez with the Astros. Darryl Porter with the, looks like the Rangers maybe. Yep. Jeff Calhoun with the Astros. Ray Sanchez with the Cubs, I think. Yep. Brian Harper. Todd Froworth, Phillies. Lonnie Smith. Looks like we got a bunch of the 88 cards here in a string. Lonnie Smith, Jerry Brown, Jeff Kunkel, John Moses, Ed Vandenberg, Jack McKeon with the Padres. Got a Jerome Walton with the Cubs, Eric Davis, Doug Drabeck with the Yankees, Brian Hunter with the Braves. What's he saying? You can join tonight? Yeah, what are you guys talking about there? Joining what? I don't know. John Marzano or the Red Sox. We got Storm Davis with the Royals. Doesn't look like we're going to get a hit in this pack, but it's okay, having a lot of fun anyway. Toby Borland with the Phillies. That's actually a beautiful card. I don't know if you guys can see that gold shimmer in the background. It's pretty nice. Greg Swindell with the Indians. And we're getting near where we start to get the more modern cards in the pack. Here we got a Brian Williams with the Astros. Mark Williamson with the Orioles. Oh, ding, ding, ding. I got to ring the bell. Guys, this is a hit for me. Kurt Schilling with the D-backs. Him and, of course, Randy Johnson were the star players there in the 01 World Series. So shout out to the D-backs. That's awesome. That's a great looking card. What year is that card? 01. That's a 2001 card, the year they won the series. That's right. He was on the Sox. I think he did a stint with the Astros, and his rookie card was with the Orioles, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I think his claim to fame was as a D-back. But yeah, I'd forgotten. He does it even say the Red Sox? Did he? Maybe he finished with them. He's Orioles, Astros, Phillies. A lot of years with the Phillies, and of course the D-backs. That's right, the Bloody Sox. So that was after the Diamondback stint, right? Yep, after. Okay, thanks for clarifying. I'm going live tonight in 45 minutes. Check new video to find how to go to the channel I'm live on. Okay. Dave Collins with the Reds. Mitch Webster. Oh, we got a Gypsy Queen card. Mike Minor with the Rangers. 2019. And like I said, these are going to be your more modern cards there. Hey, we got a Frankie Lindor card. Good old Francisco Lindor. I'll set him aside. Mark Reynolds with the I almost said the rookies. The Rockies. Gerard Dyson before he was a D-back. I've never seen that card before. What year is that? 2016? I didn't even know Dyson was a Royal. How about that? Interesting. Gerard Dyson. And our last card in the box is an Andrew Kashner, pitcher for the Orioles on a Series 1 2019 card. So, not a bad pack. Like I said, I'm going to call that Schilling card the hit of the pack. But that may be more for personal, sentimental reasons. The Lindor card, can never go wrong with him. But I do like that Schilling. Not too shabby. He might have won the World Series with the Red Sox. I need to do more research on my favorite players. I mean, Schilling wasn't my favorite player, but I would count him as one of my favorites, I guess. I just don't know my history like I should. I'm getting there. Oh, okay, Dyson with the Royals. Gotcha. It's so funny. So many names are flying through the video here. It's hard to keep track of who's talking about who. Poor Donald this morning, and I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, but something happened on his chat during his live stream, and it got hung up for about 30 minutes, and he didn't realize it, and then it just started kind of picking up where he left off, but his chat was a full 30 minutes behind, so he was answering questions that we had all asked him 30 minutes prior, and he's talking about things that we have long since moved on and moved past, and poor guy, he was trying to keep up with us, and oh, look at that, another 89 score pack. So maybe we'll get a little bit better cards out of that one this time. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got Billy Hamilton. Oh, a gold. So this is going to be a numbered card. Billy Hamilton, numbered out of 2019. It's number 1284. Nice numbered card. There you go, a little short print action on a Fairfield box. Benito Santiago, I PC him for personal reasons. I hung out with him one day in the afternoon and spent quite a few hours with him. Super, super nice guy. So I always collect his cards when I have a chance. Not my favorite player, per se, but just a genuinely nice individual. Okay, I'm just gonna set this card aside real quick. Rarely do you get old cards, checklist cards, like a team card here. Look at this, guys. It actually was checked off by the previous owner of the card. You guys see all the little check marks on it? You don't see that too often. Yeah, that was kind of sad. Oh, this morning? Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, 3-card collector. You have a good rest of the day, and good luck on your stream tonight. Have fun with it. Chris Bozio with the Brewers. Bill Madlock with the Dodgers. Ozzie Guillen. And don't forget, we should still be getting a duplicate at some point. So Ozzie with the White Sox. Ray Durham with the White Sox. Steve Jeltz with the Phillies. Jim Gott. That's a really faded card. I don't know if it comes up in the camera too well, but it looks like that just sat in the sun for days. Shane Raleigh with the Phillies. There's that team card I had shown you earlier. This is a 1980 card. That's an old card. You know, being that old, 1980, I'm going to set that aside. Kind of preserve it a little bit better. Give it a little respect due to its age. We got Steve Bedrosian, all-star card with the Phillies. Dave Cone with the Mets. Jim Poole with the Orioles. Kelly Downs with the Giants. Mike Maddox with the Albuquerque Dukes. You don't see many of those minor league cards, but there you go. There's a Tigers leader card. Roger McDowell with the Phillies. Dan Plesac with the Brewers. Joe Carter with the Blue Jays. Gary Alexander. There's an old throwback card to 1981. Gary Alexander. And then we got some 86 cards here. Well, at least one. Ed Vandenberg with the Dodgers. Mickey Tettleton on an 87. Urgith Urbina with the Expos. That's a unique card. It is a 40-year-old card. Yep. That card is almost as old as me. Almost. Hey, Jason's back with us. Yeah, we're still plugging along here, Jason. We got Carlos Hernandez with the Dodgers. Ron Darling with the Athletics. Bill Spires with the Brewers. Ethan, I just did something to your account. If you get a chance to type something, I'm curious if it worked. Antonio, was it Osuna? Antonio Osuna with the Dodgers. Candy Maldonado with the Cubs. There you go, Elvis. I saw the little picture of Elvis there. Rudy Pemberton with the Red Sox. Kurt Manwaring with the Giants. Oh, there's a different Benito Santiago on a flare. The old Fleer Flares. I always like saying that. But there he is with the Marlins. What year would that have been? 94. So that was well after I met him. I think we hung out in 91. Somewhere around there. So that's pretty cool. Oh, no, thank you, Ethan. You're welcome, but also thank you. Yep. Okay, here we got some 89 Fleer. Jose Canseco, there we go. Not my favorite player, or I should say not my favorite person, but I do kind of take care of his cards. Steve Hosey with the Giants. Lance Painter with the Rockies. Darryl Strawberry with the Mets. Barry Jones with the White Sox. Pete Harnish with the Orioles. Von Hayes with the Phillies. Dave Gallagher with the White Sox. Bunch of 89 upper deck here. It'd be cool if we could pull the Griffey out of this, but not looking too promising there. Mark Davis with the Padres. Corey Koski with the Twins. Darryl Kyle with the Cardinals. Mark Smith with the Orioles. Here he is a prospect card for the, looks like the Keys. Mark Leonard with the Giants. Barry Larkin, there we go, with the Reds. Set that one aside. Juan Gonzalez, Home Run Heroes card. I've never seen that card before. Yeah, that's a very nice one. Set that one aside. Wilson Alvarez, rookie card. Bruce Ruffin with the Phillies. We're almost halfway there. We got Harold Baines and an Alfredo Griffin. Yeah, that is a nice Larkin insert for sure. That one card was one per jumbo. Really? The Home Run Heroes card? I don't think I've ever seen a Home Run Heroes card. So that makes it a little special. All right, let's rip into this and see what... I was going to say, let's see if we can do any better than the last pack, but honestly, we have to do better because I don't think you could do any worse than what we got out of that first one. So let's see. I think the hit of these packs are going to be these inserts. 1949, A Year to Remember. Kel barely beats Ted. I'm sure that's a good story, but not for today. Ruben Sierra with the Rangers. Tony Fernandez, Blue Jays. Marty Barrett with the Red Sox. Bo Diaz with the Reds. Tom Brunansky with the Cardinals. Kirk McCaskill with the Angels. Juan Samuel with the Phillies. There we go. There's a good card. Mark Grace. Of course, he ended up on the Diamondbacks, so I PC Mr. Grace. Very nice. Mickey Tettleton with the Orioles. Ron Guidry with the Yankees. Angel Salazar with the Cubs. Dave Henderson with the Athletics. Don Gordon with the Indians. Al Pedrique with the Pirates. Tom Prince and Tom Gordon. Ended on a couple Toms there. So, I am happy with that Mark Grace card. Do I collect Ketel Marte? I do, as a matter of fact. He's, I I would say he's one of my top 3 players on the D-backs. Probably third to Eduardo Escobar, Nick Ahmed, and then Ketel Marte. Marte and Escobar are both Venezuelan. I guess that's how you say it. He came from the Mariners. I know that. Yeah, I like Ketel. He's a good guy. I've seen some documentaries on him. He's a really good family guy, too. Off the field, I like him. All right. So looking for our duplicate still, I think, and hopefully maybe a relic or an auto. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be awesome, Ethan. Yeah. Which team was he on? Was he on the D-backs or was he on the Mariners? On that card, do you remember? The reason I ask is I've got. Okay, sweet. That's awesome because I've got an auto of him when he was with the Mariners, so I don't have a D-backs one. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Jim Pankovitz with the Astros. There's a couple Pirates there. We got. They don't say who they are, unfortunately. Barry Bonds, and I don't know the other guy. Probably should know him. Terry Kennedy with the Orioles. He played with the Padres for a stint. Scott Fletcher with the Rangers. Jack Morris, there we go, Hall of Famer. It's kind of like an upper deck pack, upside down and backwards. And Bobby Bonilla, thank you. I hope they do, Ethan. I'm sure they would. As you know, there aren't a whole lot of us D-back fans running around town, especially in your neck of the woods. I don't think the D-backs are necessarily a team that your area roots for. Sully's Card Shop is with us. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. The Flash Gordon RC. Was that... I was wondering about that card, Jason. I'm glad you mentioned that. He's not a Hall of Famer, though, is he? He was just a good player. Tom Gordon. Let me know if he's a Hall of Famer. I'll set it aside. Otherwise, I'm just going to set it there. But good to know. Ought to be McDowell. Dwight Evans. Billy Hatcher with the Pirates. Jeff Reardon with the Red Sox. Steve Balboni with the Yankees. Bill Gullickson with the Tigers. Okay, good to know, guys. Not a Hall of Famer. He looks like not a Hofer. Jim DeShays, Astros. Mike Dunn with the Pirates. Oh, guys, for half a second there, I saw that Mariners, and it's not an 89. I was thinking it was an 89, but I thought, I've got the Griffey, but no. Mike Jackson. Gary Pettis. Tom Pagnozzi with the Cardinals. Todd Burns with the A's. Jim Rice with the Red Sox. Nice. Andy Bennis with the Padres. First draft pick. Now that's an odd card. You go from an 89 Padres to a 2019 card, Trevor Williams. Smack dab in between another 89 card. That's kind of strange. Bobby Witt with the Rangers. Lloyd McClendon with the Rangers. And here's another couple. Well, let's see. We got the 89. I was 89. What am I thinking? 19. Corey Dickerson with the Pirates. Was the other one a Pirates too? Yes, Trevor Williams with the Pirates. Interesting. Oh, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on the Blue Jays there. What year is that card? Yeah, 2019. Yeah, very cool. Benintendi on a Heritage card. Benintendi's Benediction. ALCS Game 4 card. That's pretty snazzy. Another 2019. Okay, we got Lynn Dykstra of the Mets. Dave Stieb. That's an O-Pee-Chee card. Got Jerry Brown with the Indians. That is a beautiful Benny, wouldn't it? Hey, Steve, how you doing, bud? You know what? I figured that would get Ethan's attention. Benintendi. Do you collect Benintendi or just you root on the Red Sox? I mean, I know you root on the Red Sox, but I didn't know if you have any loyalty toward him. Actually, I'm going to set these newer cards aside. Oh, did you really, Steve? Good for you. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Of course, we all know Ortiz is in your PC, but I wasn't aware of Benintendi, so thanks for letting me know that. All right, we've got Mike Marshall with the Dodgers, Alejandro Pena with the Braves. The no-hit club, we've got Wilson Alvarez. Mickey Tettleton with the Tigers. Scott Erickson with the Twins. Darren Dalton with the Phillies. Wally Backman with the Phillies. Honestly, I think if we were going to get a hit, we would have probably hit it by now, so I'm going to say no hit in this box. Devon White with the Angels. Chris Gwynn, that's kind of like getting a Tony Gwynn in a weird sort of way. That's cool. I obviously am a fan of him just by association with his brother Tony. So I'll set that one aside. Kendall Brown's in the house. Good to see you. My wife surprised me with the Fairfield, so it was cool. That's awesome. That's a nice surprise. Dalton was a great dude. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, they're brothers. His little brother Chris. Eric Anthony with the Astros. Randy Reddy with the Phillies. Jim Eisenreich, with the Royals. Drew Denson with the White Sox. Fred McGriff with the Blue Jays. Rick Lucan with the Royals. Roberto Alomar. There we go. I'm going to give that one a bell. Two things. Hall of Famer, and he's in my PC. So, Roberto Alomar. Of course, he was a Padre, so that's where I got my interest in him. Rich Gedman with the Red Sox. Jose Rijo with the A's. Got a few to go here, and then we're done with the box. We've got Fred McGriff with the Padres. Randy Myers with the Mets. Tim Teufel with the Mets, and then a Sid Fernandez with the Mets. So finished off with the Mets group there. Kevin, going to eat dinner with my roommate, I'm sure, and watch the end of the stream when it goes up. Have a good one, sir. Yeah, you too, Ethan. Thank you. Enjoy your dinner. And yes, please do me a favor, Ethan. Come back and watch the end of the stream when you have a chance. The ending should be pretty epic from what I gather. Kevin collects players that spit on umpires. How did you know, Jason? That's exactly my criteria. That's one of the number one keys I look for in a player IPC. Did he spit on an umpire? If not, chances are I won't collect him. Jason, I'm gonna plead ignorant here. I honestly don't know what you're referring to. Was it Roberto Alomar? Because I was talking about him. Who spat on an umpire? I have no idea. On this day? Oh, are you serious? It was on this day that Gwynn went to the Hall? So it's, let's see, 07's 13th anniversary, I guess. Alomar spat on him. I did not know that. Just don't collect Albert Bell. Okay. Why is that? What did he do? What, did he throw up on an umpire? I wish I knew the history like you guys know it. That's why I love having you guys in the stream in the background, because you're able to give me these little tidbits of information and knowledge. That's awesome. I love it. Yes, on Gwen. Yep, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Terrible guy. Just bad attitude. All right, let me set some of these cards aside. Coming up on an hour already. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. Do you remember when that batter flying ninja kicked a catcher? No, I don't. He flying ninja kicked a catcher? Wow. Okay, I gotta see. These are the things I need to write down. Do I hear Max Headroom? Oh, now you're really going back to the 80s. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta write this down. A batter ninja kicked a catcher. Wow. Okay. Benintendi just got his arbitration. For what? A former D-back was swinging his bat at the catcher recently? Huh. Well, I know it wouldn't have been Goldschmidt. He wouldn't do anything like that. He's a former D-back. No, I don't know what you're referring to about Benintendi there. All right, guys, I'm going to rip open this Goodwill bag, and I'm going to fly through this, guys, because there's a lot of cards here, and you might fall asleep. I might even fall asleep doing them, but I got to get through them. The last time I opened up one of these bags, though, I got a ton of Hall of Famers, so there's actually a possibility of some really, really good cards in here. But what this is it's a $5 bag that I bought at the local Goodwill store, and I bought, gosh, I think 5 or 6 of these bags, because hoping that they'd be good cards. That's actually pretty good money for that number of cards. There's at least maybe 400 cards there, and so far they've been panning out pretty well. So, but because there are so many of them, I'm not going to stare at each one for any length of time. So I'm just going to kind of pull the stack out at a time and see what we... But at the end, guys, remember, hang out to the end, because I do have some pretty cool mail call at the very end we want to get to. Pull some Carter. I hope so, Steve. I think we pulled one the last go around, didn't we? I'm looking to see if we figure out who... Okay, avoided arbitration, but what were the circumstances, guys? What was going against Benintendi there? Was it about the scandal with the sign stealing and all that? That's right, because I think I heard that the Red Sox were caught up in all that mess too. Mookie and JBJ avoided it. John Bon Jovi? Who's JBJ? I'm sorry, that's the first name that came to my mind was Bon Jovi. Okay. The Ryan Sandberg and the Lasorda cards have him on there too. Oh, okay. You got it, Steve. Like, that's true. A lot of cards, it'll show like the card is for the shortstop, but then you see the guy sliding into second base and it's a player you like. Oh, two different things. Oh, Jackie Bradley Jr. I was hoping it was John Bon Jovi. So what? Well, what happened? What's it about? All right, I need to start ripping through these, or we're never gonna get through this night. But yeah, you guys keep chatting, and I'll periodically look up and keep up with you guys. Okay, so this is going to be all. A lot of it's going to be 92 tops here. It looks like. Bo Jackson right off the bat, not bad at all. Mark McGuire, nothing wrong with that. Sammy Sosa. Deion Sanders. Another Sammy Sosa. Wow, I think that's like, what, 5 or 6 hits in a row. Followed by, oh my goodness, how many checklists? A few checklists. Oh, okay. See, I was looking at arbitration like in a legal matter, like there was something wrong. Okay, thanks for clarifying that. So I'm not too worried. All right. Brian Hunter, Jose Lind, Juan Berenger, Bill Landrum. Again, guys, I'm going to run through these kind of fast. So if you do see something worth note, just holler at me and I'll try to go back. Yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom. Checklist, checklist, checklist. How's that happen? Mike McFarlane, Kevin Reimer, Chuck Krim, Wade Boggs. There we go. Javier Hernandez, Scott Hatterberg, Gerald Clark, Kurt Merker, Jim Abbott. Not a bad card. I'll set that one aside. Mike Magnante, Mike Greenwell, Felix Jose, Roberto Alomar. That's a cool looking card. That's a good one, man. Look how young he was there. Well, not as young as I thought, because that was 92. I don't know, just in that image, he just has a young look to him. Tom Runnels, Mike Morgan. Going live. Okay, 3-card collector. Mark Gardner, Mike Hartley, Reggie Sanders, Ricky Henderson. There we go, record breakers card. Set that one aside. Bobby Thompson, Scott Cervais, Chris Hoyles, Denny Martinez, Calvin Reese, Monty Ferris, Joel Skinner, Gene Larkin. Too bad it's not the Barry Larkin, but Sam Horn, Nolan Ryan. There we go. Nolan Ryan with the Rangers. And look at that. Card number 1 in the series. The number 1 card. Cool. Yeah, his cards were like always action shots, weren't they, Steve? They're going to spit at me from the card. Jason, that's funny. Oh, goodness. Paul Assenmacher, Eric Hansen, Daryl Kyle. I was very gentle with him. I didn't upset him too much, Jason. I hope he didn't feel mistreated. Oh, he was number 1 on Topps as well? Well, that was a Topps card. Did I say something else? That was a Topps card. I may have said a different brand. Michael Lynch is with us. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Michael, just to let you know, we just broke open some Fairfield. Now we're going through this bag of Goodwill cards. And so far, we've already pulled, maybe a dozen Hall of Famers out so far. Mike Keith, John Kruk, former Padre, Mo Sanford, Keith Mitchell, Mark Wohlers, David Wells, Braulio Castillo, Harvey Pulliam, Brian Barber. Man, look at that. That's like a high school yearbook picture. Wow. It is. Well, his stats are all high school. Sophomore, junior, senior in the 90s. Wow. Bud Black, Sid Bream, Mark Grace. There we go. I'll set that one aside. Gerald Young, Terry Lee, Tom Glavine. There we go. That deserves a bell. Tom Glavine on a 92 Topps card. Glamour shot. Yeah. Kind of like the those studio cards they made, Steve. Oh, he was cards 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in 90? Interesting. Yeah, the Bowman Prospect cards are pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Wade Boggs, next one. Wade Boggs, Joey Cora, Kevin Mitchell, Randy Bush. So there we go. Just out of that stack right there, I'd say, what, a fourth of them? Maybe a fifth of them? Or Hall of Famers. Let's see. Some of these cards are backwards. All right. All right. Bruce Ruffin. Brett Butler. Greg Jeffries. Roberto Kelly. Dwayne Henry. Les Lancaster. Kevin Gross. Jose Hernandez. Ernie Riles. Steve Chitrin. Ben McDonald. Chris Haney. Joe Carter. Tom Bernansky. Art Howe. Alan Trammell. See, there we go. Another Hall of Famer. You never know what you're going to pull. Ellis Burks. Andy Van Slyke. Pat Combs. David Howard. Gary Varsho. Donnie Hill. John Wayner. I missed a lot there. LOL. Loved Butler. He was a fun Met, too. Okay. Ripken has a nice card in this. Oh, well, you never know. We may, with this mini, we'll probably get one. $4.99. Oh, Michael. Yeah, how much for the Goodwill box? Yeah, $4.99 there, Michael. Willie McGee. Tommy Lasorda. Now, the last Goodwill box I opened up, or pack, I should say, had a combination of, there was some football, some basketball, a lot of hockey, mainly baseball, but it was like a little mixture of everything. This seems to be all baseball, which is good for us because we understand it. Rock Raines, Ray Langford, Dave Gallagher, Kevin Apier, Mike Jackson. Let's see, top prospects. Cesar Barnhart, Bobby Jardin, Armando Moreno, and Andy Stankiewicz. Russ Swan, Bryn Smith, Pete Incaviglia, Todd Zeal, Stan Javier, Mike Moore, Mike Sims, Bob Malacki. Oh, did that one have a... All right, let me go back. Thank you, Steve, for reminding me. Hey, Jose, how you doing there, bud? It was pretty far back, wasn't it? I'll find it. Oh, you're right. There it is. Kind of hiding in the corners there. There's doing a little cameo. He's got a Horshizer behind him as well. All right. We'll set that one aside. Okay. Good catch, Steve. Thanks. Thanks, the 3 card collectors live. Gary Kata. Gary Kata. Is he from Boston? Gary Kata. Eric Shaw. Brian McRae. Tony Fernandez. Gino Petralli. Joe Ursulak. Buck Showalter. Lonnie Smith. Bob Ducey, Rob Dibble, Matt Noakes. I'm going to set this card aside for Chris Howard. We've got a running joke with Matt Noakes. Vince Coleman, so he's from California. Tom Bolton. Not the same Tom Bolton that's in the news. Oh, that's John Bolton, never mind. Mike Kinnaman, Mike Huff, Ken Caminetti, Wes Chamberlain, Terry Steinbach, Juan Guzman, Bip Roberts for the Padres, Chris Carpenter, Cal Edred for the Brewers, Keith Miller, Leo Gomez, Sean Dunston, Larry Anderson, Scott Scudder, Phil Plantier, John Farrell, Lance Johnson, Candy Maldonado, Roger McDowell, Darren Dalton, Sean Estes. These draft pick photos are hilarious. Gosh, they look so young. Tom Gordon. Was that Flash Gordon you guys call him? Greg Caderet. There we go, Steve. Yeah, Tom. That's right, the musician. There you go, Steve. That's the one that you said he looks like Schwarzenegger, right? Sweet. Are you related to the singer guy from Office Space? Do I have a Patreon? No, I don't, Michael. I don't. I'm a member of several other people's Patreons, but no, I don't have one of my own. James, who are you asking that to? Yeah, PT's rough, chat. I'm glad you're back, by the way. Yeah, that is not fun. I haven't had any. I've had some PT after some minor stuff, but nothing serious. So I can't say that I've ever endured what you're going through, bud. Hey, Gorilla's with us. Hey, MG, did you go live today? I was looking for you around 3 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock I went live. So I hope I didn't step on you, but I gave you an hour, and I wasn't sure what you were up to. We got Jim Abbott, Kirk McCaskill, Cheeto Martinez, Kurt Wilkerson, Terry Schumpert, Frank Tanana, Greg Olson, Brian Harvey, and Will the Thrill Clark. Will Clark, not a bad one. All right, we're about almost. Well, yeah, we'll be halfway through this at the end of this stack here. I'm trying to rip through this quickly. I want to get to the mail call. Here's a prospect. Got Rudy Pemberton, Henry Rodriguez, Lee Tinsley, and Gerald Williams. Paul Ferries, Jim Lindemann, Darryl Strawberry. Bob Melvin, he ended up being the coach for the Diamondbacks. That's pretty cool. Pat Mahomes, Sam Militello, Roger Salkeld, and Turk Wendell. Never heard of any of them. Joe Slesarski, Barry Jones, Lenny Webster, Hal McRae, manager card. Jay Bell, he ended up being a Diamondbacks as well. Scott Cooper, Chris Nabholz, Bill Plummer, Bobby Bonilla, there we go, with the Pirates. Kirk Dressendorfer, poor guy. Hector Villanueva, Rich Rowland, Henry Cotto, Danny Cox, Franklin Stubbs, Gary Sheffield. I believe that's Justice Sheffield's father, if I'm not mistaken. No, Kevin mother-in-law got here early. No live first, maybe tomorrow. Okay, well, I definitely got you on my notification there, MG. So when you do go live, I'll get the notification. That's okay. Mahomes is a rather unusual name, so I kind of wondered if there was a relationship there. That's good to know. Yep, plays football. Yep, that's right. Hensley Mullins, Storm Davis, Omar Olivares, Mike Felder, Gary Perez, Jason saying pull Manny, is it Ramirez or Gonzalez? Dave Otto, Dave Haas, Dale Murphy, he may make the Hall of Fame. Dave Burba, love the name. Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murray. I wonder if he got that a lot though. Hey, it's Eddie Murphy. Yep. Ramirez, Manny Ramirez. Okay. I knew it ended with a Z, if that counts. Randy Reddy, Scott Livingstone, Jay Howell. Pretty cool. Bruce Hurst, Milt Thompson, Jesse Barfield, Charlie LeBrant, Kevin Seitzer, Steve Frey, Gene Nilsson, Sandy Alomar, Pascual Perez, Jeff Robinson, Steve Olin, Joe McGrain, Delino DeShields, Jose Canseco. There we go. Like I said, love him or hate him, you kind of got to sleeve him up. Jeffrey Don Gleaton, Mickey Morandini, Mark Eichhorn, It's kind of like in modern days, Manny Machado. I'll sleeve him up just because, but doesn't mean I like the guy. The Dodgers had over-the-hill players in 91. Yeah. Yeah, because you look at all their players, and then it's like, oh, I remember when he was great. He played for the so-and-so. Like Carter. The Mets, you know. Ryan Bowen for the Astros. Jeff King for the Pirates. Kevin Bass. Bob McDonald. Mitch Williams. Todd Hundley. Javier Ortiz. Wayne Housey. Charlie Hayes. Chris Sabo. I'll set that one aside for my buddy Chris. He's a Sabo collector as well. And there we go. Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez. Shout out to Donald Blomdahl. He's a big Edgar fan. And then followed by another Hall of Famer, Robin Yount. Very nice. Jose Melendez, Padres. Dennis Oil Can Boyd. Doesn't say Oil Can on there anywhere, but that's him. Ricky Jordan. Greg Vaughn. Dave Segi. Jay Booner. Mike Boddicker. Kevin McReynolds, Cal Eldred, Keith Miller, Leo Gomez, Sean Dunston, Larry Anderson, Scott Scudder, Phil Plantier, John Farrell. Now we're starting to see some duplicates. I was hoping if we could go the whole pack without seeing any duplicates, we'd probably get that Ripken card that we've been kind of looking for. There's another one of those glamour shots of Mike Rossiter. Looks like he's a junior in high school there. Ricky Bones, Donald Harris, Cliff Floyd, Doug Pyatt, Steve Howe, Chris Donnells, Jeff Ware, another one of those draft pick cards, Lenny Harris, Julio Machado, Doug Drabeck, Mike Fitzgerald, Mike Schooler, Dana Kiker, Gary Thurman, Rafael Palmeiro, Brian Barnes, and Rich DeLucia. Whew, this is turning into a workout. Bear with me, guys. The mail call is coming shortly, and it's rather exciting. And I'm not just saying that. All right. I'm going to really start picking up the pace here, though. Tim Naring, Manuel Lee, Jim Acker, Joe Carter, Craig Shipley, Bob Guerin, Bob Zupsik, Benji Gill, Cal Daniels, Arthur Rhodes, Tyler Green, Jeff Facero, Chris Bozio, Tracy Jones, Bob Walk, I love his name, pitcher, Bob Walk, Oscar Azokar, Dave Henderson, John Franco, Jason Pruitt, Carney Lansford, Steve Farr, Bobby Bowe, Paul O'Neill, Jim DeShays, John Burkett, BJ Surhoff, Terry Leach, Clark Sports Cards is in the house. Good to see you there, buddy. Yeah, they do look like yearbook photos. Jeff Blauser, Pat Borders, Brent Gates, Luis Gonzalez. There we go. Oh, and a Tom Glavine right behind it. Jeff Bagwell behind him. Look at that, guys. 3 hits in a row. Of course, the Gonzo is a personal hit for me. That's a second-year card. Gold Cup. Very, very cool. But look at that. We got a Glavine All-Star card and a Jeff Bagwell card. I don't have either of those two. Very, very cool. All right. That was a nice triple play there. Kim Batiste, Barry Larkin, another Hall of Famer, Mike Maddox, Jim Clancy, Andy Ashby, Dwight Evans, Al Newman, Greg Hibbard, Dennis Rasmussen, Greg Olson, Brady Anderson, Mike Sharperson, Rick Aguilera. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there with me. Scott Ruskin, Eric King, Paul Gibson, Gilberto Reyes, Lee Smith. There we go. Another good one. Bill Doran. Scott Sanderson. Ryan Sandberg, another all-star card. You found a party city near you. You scored 10 fat packs at 2018 update. Good for you. That's awesome, Clark. That's really, really good luck. Zane Smith, Jose Uribe, Dave Winfield. I went to my party city and didn't see any. Can I ask you, Clark, where in the store were they? Where would I look in the store? Rick Wilkins, Kenny Rogers, Tom Candiotti, Brett Barbary, Ruben Amaro, Cecil Fielder, Harold Reynolds, Scott Kamaniecki, Damon Berryhill, Mike Timlin, Will Clark, there we go, Will the Thrill, Sean Bosky, Mark Guthrie, Tim Cruz, Brian Downing, John Candelaria, Frank Thomas, there we go. Check out that card, guys. Yeah, I'll give that a ding, ding, ding. They were up front on a stand. Okay. I think when I went to my party city, I went straight to the back. And I don't even know where I was looking, but I didn't look up front. I'm going to have to check that out. Are you going to open or sell? I'm assuming the hobbyist is talking to somebody else, maybe? Because I don't know what that means. Nice big hurt card there. Lance Johnson, Candy Maldonado, Roger McDowell, Darren Dalton, Sean Estes, John Wenner, Willie McGee. Hey, there you go. Steve, there's another one for you. Set that one aside. They've got a small section with gaming cards. Okay, like the Pokemons and all the Magic and all that other, what I would say, weird stuff. But, okay, that's good to know. I'll check that out. Sid Fernandez, Alan Anderson, Johnny Oates, Tony Fosas. What was the cost, Clark? What were they per pack? Ruben Sierra. There we go. There's the Cal Ripken. Is that the one you were talking about earlier? Saying that Cal had a nice card in there? That is a nice card. I'll ring the bell there for a little Cal Ripken celebratory shout out. All right. Alex Fernandez with the White Sox. Dave Valle with the Mariners. Joe Hesketh with the Red Sox. Don Mattingly. There we go. I don't think Fitzy's still in here. But Fitzy, if you're lurking in the background, we just pulled a Mattingly. Very, very nice card. Dave Stewart, Jim Eisenreich, and a Chris Carpenter. So we've got one more pack to go. I should say stack. And then we'll move on to something different. Okay, Paul Sorrento. Let me throw the bag away. Jimmy Jones, Bob Ojeda. Ojeda, that's another shout out to my friend Chris. He'll appreciate that card. No discount, full price at $6 a fat pack. Oh my word! But oh wow, $20 though online. Goodness gracious. $20. Wow. I had some luck at one Big Lots locally. But I've gone back for a few weeks now and they've got no restock, so they don't replenish that stuff very often. Steve Bichelle, Ron Gant, Andy Moda, Scott Luce, Howard Johnson, Herm Winningham, Mel Hall, Mike Fetters, former D-back pitcher, Rob Murphy, Wally Whitehurst, Pat Kelly, Mike Gardenier, Cliff Bradley, Alonzo Powell, Greg Harris, Lee Gutterman, Eddie Murray, another Eddie Murray card, Charlie LeBrant, Kevin Seitzer, Steve Frey, Omar Vizquel, Jerry Brown, Cecil Fielder, Jody Reed, Jamie Quirk, Jeff Montgomery, Gene Nilsson, Sandy Alomar, Pascual Perez. I am starting to see some duplicates now. Jeff Robinson, Steve Olin, Joe McGrain, Jeff King, Kevin Bass, Bob McDonald, Dale Svoom, I love that name, Daryl Boston, Alfredo Griffin, Dan Plesac, Bob Kipper, Jim Gantner, another prospects card, nobody I recognize, Benito Santiago, there you go, I'll call that a hit for me, Padre. Kendall's back. Frank's in the house. Good to see you, Frank. I've been pulling some Mets cards here, little by little. So I got Steve and Frank in the house, my resident Met fans. Tony La Russa, manager card. Scott Ruffcorn. Randy Myers. Oh, Chipper Jones, guys. Look, top prospect card. This is a 90. What did I say? These were 92s. Yet he appeared on the 91 card. So why would he be a prospect if he had already had a rookie card in 91? Interesting. But nonetheless, it's a Chipper Jones. So we'll set that one aside. All right, Marvin Freeman, Mark Lader, Alan Watson, John Habyan, Luis Sojo, Mark Lee, Wilson Alvarez, Matt Williams. Again, former D-back. So I'll set him aside. Oh, he hadn't played enough to be a rookie? Interesting. They've got interesting different criterias for, things for people. Brian Bohannon, Lloyd McClendon, Manny Ramirez. There we go, guys. Who was calling for that one earlier? Who was looking for that one? There we go. Draft pick. Manny Ramirez wearing his Youth Service League or South Service. I don't know what that says on it. High school card for Manny Ramirez. That's a beautiful card. The colors just go perfectly. Oh, you did, Frank? You played against him? Really? Small world. That's cool. Was it high school ball? Because, yeah, I guess his home was New York. He played high school. At George Washington High School. Oh, college. Okay. College tournament. That's cool. Scott Erickson, Dwayne Ward, Scott Bankhead, Mike Hargrove, Al Shirley, Chris James, Bill Gullickson, Ken Griffey Sr., Danny Tartable, Charles Nagy, Eric Plunk. Is he playing the air guitar? Looks like he's playing the air guitar there. Dan Pasqua, Kelly Downs, Todd Froworth. That picture just shows why pitchers injure their arms so badly. Look at that image. It's That is a wicked, violent action on the arm. Man. Von Hayes, Hubie Brooks, Jose Mesa. Don't know any of those names. Steve Searcy, Jeff Reardon, Andy Bennis. Two games. Oh, you didn't see it, Jason? Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Isn't that a beautiful card? That's a beautiful card. The colors just pop. That's a really sharp looking card. Denny Neagle with the Twins. Greg Anthony. Bill Pacoda. Tim Leary. Carlton Fisk, there we go. Hall of Famer. Roger Clemens. Not a Hall of Famer, but a good player. Ozzie Smith. I love how all these Hall of Famers and good players are clumped together like this. Willie Wilson, Scott Terry, Juan Bell, Andres Galarraga, Rene Gonzalez, Lance Parrish, and our last card is a Rich Rodriguez for the Padres. Whew, that was quite the haul going through that bag, but I would say that it was well worth the $5 because look at this stack of Hall of Famers we pulled out of it. Even if you sold these cards at, and again, I don't look at cards for monetary value, but to try to justify my buying these bags, even if you sold these at 50 cents a piece, which Hall of Famers are worth more than that, you're still looking at probably $10 worth of cards right there, just in the Hall of Famers. Maybe $15. So, in my opinion, well worth the $5. Well worth it. Let me set those cards aside. All right, I'm going to clear off some of the stuff and make room for the mail call that we've got to open up. Yeah, rubber arms, I know, right? There you go, Frank. There's another idea. You can do a show on rubber arms. Rubber arm players. I'm going to set these stacks out of the way because I will inevitably bump them over and make a mess. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Frank. Editing videos is I've not done anything like to the extent that you do, but I mean I've gone so far as I'll edit a video and I'll try to dub music on top of it and try to get the music to hit at the right points in the video. And even just minor stuff like that is not easy to do. But you go above and beyond on your stuff. So. All right. Well, we're right at the hour-and-a-half mark, and I'm hoping maybe these next two packs will get us to the 2-hour mark, and then we'll probably end the stream. I know Friday night, I'm sure a lot of folks are trying to go live. But I've got 2 packages I want to open. If anybody can guess who might have sent this to me, if you've been in the hobby, or at least on YouTube for more than a day, you should know. And I've also got a pretty good-sized box here, guys. It's not going to show up too well in the camera. It's big. It arrived today. And I'm going to crack that open and see what's waiting for me inside. So, yep, the hobbyist got it. Papa J. All right, so I got my scissors and knife out, so I'm going to crack this open. Now this should be, well, in fact, I know it is. Papa J is starting to do card breaks on his videos now, on his live streams, and his first break was last week, and he went for, I want to say, a little over 4 hours, which was a record for him. It was phenomenal. But it was also his first break that he ever did for people to buy into. And I wanted to participate, so I bought in on his first break. And I didn't, I mean, it was good. I did fairly well, but I didn't hit any stellar cards per se. But I still had a lot of fun. And let's see what all he sent. He said he might send some, like, consolation cards or something. We'll see. That's probably what these top loaders are going to be. So I'm going to look at these last, but I'm going to show what I got in the buy-in here. Oh, let's see. This would have been the 20, I believe, 17. Yeah, this was a 2017 Chronicles. Yeah. So actually, because he opened them online on his channel, this is the second time these cards are going to be shown. But we got a Jorge Bonifacio. So I'll run kind of quickly through them because they have been shown before. Corey Dickerson, Robbie Ray, there we go, Diamondback. Buster Posey, Brian Dozier, Derek Fisher, Absolute Baseball rookie card. That's actually a pretty nice looking card there. Adam Jones, here is with Baltimore, but then he ended up with the Diamondbacks. Mookie Betts with Boston. Shout out to our Red Sox viewers. Ethan was here earlier. He would have appreciated that. Chris Davis with the A's. Justin Verlander. Now this is back when Verlander was with Detroit. So there you go. Sam Travis with Boston. Now, personally, guys, I don't know what your all's opinion is. I don't really care for the look of these 2017 cards. It just doesn't do much for me. The black on the right side and the picture on the left, I don't know. They look more like an insert type of card. Yadi Molina with St. Louis. Justin Smoke with Toronto. Evan Longoria with the Rays. Jose Altuve, another Astro. I shouldn't say another. I think it's the first one. Gary Sanchez with New York. Ryan Sandberg. And finally, a Mark Reynolds. So these are the cards that I got out of his break. And you know what? Memories coming back to me. This was not from his first break night. This is, I believe, from the second night he did a break. I already got the cards back from his first break. Those were a bunch of gallery cards. So this came from the second night of breaks that he did. Yeah, Frank, they do. They look like the back of the card. It's kind of like blah to me. I don't care for them too much. Oh, Mookie Betts. Okay. Oh, these are from Papa J, Jason. You're 3 minutes behind. I think that happened to you last time we were live streaming. You somehow found yourself delayed. The chrono, yeah, they are different and not chat town. They're not appealing. They're different and, in my opinion, not good. Yeah, too much reading. Exactly. So as a consolation for me getting a pretty poor pack, I think Papa J felt bad for me. So he sent me some cards here. Oh, now this is interesting. From Sean T. Now Sean Tiefert was in the stream as well, and Sean got a lot of good cards. I didn't know about this. I guess. Oh, there's some old throwback cards that Papa J must. So, oh, this is sweet, guys. Look at this. Sean Tiefert, apparently behind my back, had asked Papa J to insert these cards into my. Or maybe just that one, because Miguel Cabrera looks familiar. So he gave me an Austin Meadows card. That was awfully nice of him. That is sweet. Well, Sean, if you watch the replay or if you're lurking in the background, thank you very, very much for this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Papa, actually, yeah, the Cabrera card, I remember that came with my buy-in. But these were just given by Papa J out of the kindness of his heart. Chris and Tony Gwynn. He knows Tony Gwynn is my main PC. That's a nice picture of the two of them. Tony Gwynn, tops, what year would that be? 95? Whoops. 95 tops, Tony Gwynn. Batting title, from what year was this been? 95 again. Oh, I like that pose. He's just watching it soar into deep right field. Pinnacle, 94. There he is, the four corners. I'm not even going to guess who the other guys are. I don't want to embarrass myself, but I know that's Tony right there. Oh, I like that one. I do like that. That was an insert card from Score. 1990 Score. Looks like an artist rendering type picture. And then look at this one, Swing Time. I've never seen this card before. MVP Upper Deck. Swing Time. What's the year on this one? It doesn't say the year. Oh, there it is, 1999. There it is. Itty bitty letters, 1999. So that's a pretty cool little, I don't know, foil-looking card. So thank you, Papa J. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do it. I enjoy and love supporting your channel. But yeah, the break didn't really go my way. It didn't seem like too well. But there's still nice cards. Some good players in there for sure. I just personally, and this is me speaking, I'm not a fan of that design, so I'll know next time. So cool. All right, sorry I missed a bunch here. 93 Upper Deck was a beautiful set. Yeah, Sean has an unreal collection, guys. You're right. Tony used the smallest bat back then. Really? Is that why he was able to control it so well? Because Tony wasn't about hitting home runs. Tony, I mean, he hit his fair share, don't get me wrong, but he was known as just a solid contact hitter. He could place the ball where he wanted to. So I guess it would make sense a smaller bat would allow for better control. I never thought about that. Interesting. Okay, well, now Bonds did something different. Bonds was going for the deep homers, so... But I guess he could get better bat speed, maybe, with a smaller bat. Yep, let me bag these cards up before I forget. And then we're going to get on to our last package, and we're going to call it a day. And go see if there's anybody else gone live tonight and hang out with our buddies in other rooms. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. That was pretty cool. Spending your Friday evening in my chat room, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Notice the home runs Bonds hit. He pulled inside pitches. Yeah, it'd be hard to hit an inside pitch with the big bat. Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty, so again, shout out to, I'll set that there, and right under the Papa J sticker, we've got the Papa J bag, along with the Papa J cards. How's that? Alright guys, so here's the last thing I've got for tonight, and then we're going to end it. I've got somewhat of an unknown box here. I kind of have an idea of what might be in it. But I'm going to take the knife and rip it open. I don't know exactly what's in it. I was told it might be a pretty, pretty nice item or items. I'll just sort of take his word for it. Steve's saying, check our Eloy the Great Flores live auction on Fridays. He's live now. I've never heard. Check our Eloy the Goat Flores. I've never heard of him. I'll check that out, Steve. As soon as we finish up with this, I'll check that out. So here, oh my goodness. Oh my word, guys. Look at this. Okay, I got a binder of cards. And we'll see what that's all about here in a second. Oh my word, there's more. Oh, did the binder open up? Okay, the binder opened up on me somehow in shipping because there's pages loose, but let me pull the pages out. Let me see. These all appear to be Randy Johnson cards. And there are some loose cards at the bottom of the box. I'll get to them here in a second. But I just want to take a quick glance at this binder. Yeah, Steve, you've got the blue wrench there, buddy. Could you just drop? Well, oh, he's not lit. If he's not live, yeah, a live would go now, I guess. Yeah, a big binder of the big unit. You're right. Look at this. Let me see if I can adjust the camera. Well, that's probably as good as I'm going to get there. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this collection of cards. Look at all these Randy Johnson cards. Well, we sure didn't pull that out of our score 89s today, did we? But that makes up for it. Wow. I'm going to have to go back through this later and study each card a little bit closer. But what a beautiful collection. I don't want to get fixated on one card for too long, but it's easy just to get lost in the image. Look at all these. This is unreal. Wow. Yeah, Donald would love it. He'd appreciate it for what it's worth as well with all the Mariners cards. I don't care which team he's on. Oh, there he is. A Yankees card there. Look at that. There's a Randy Johnson with the Yankees. Oh, this is priceless. Look at all these 89 Fleers, guys. Upper Decks. Wow. Like I said, oh, there's another. Is that a different variation of the same year? Let me go back real quick. Oh, okay. One was with the Expos, and the other one was with the Mariners. Interesting. Wow. Target error. How much did you pay for it? No, this was sent to me. This was a guys. This was a gift from an anonymous friend who obviously has a huge heart, and I could start thanking him, but it wouldn't do justice. This is just a beautiful, beautiful collection. Look at all those leaves. That is too cool. Yes, we got the link there, Carter. Kids. Carter. I keep calling you Carter. I know better than that. Yes, Frank, you're right. The Expos would be his base because that was his true rookie card. And then he went Mariners. I don't remember the stint with the Yankees, though. I'm going to have to read more about that. Unreal. They even got him in a studio card. I've never seen that one. I haven't seen most of these. This is phenomenal. Oh, he shoved a cameraman and the fans never took to him? Interesting. I didn't know about that story. Oh, look, there he's showing the different grips for the different pitches. He's just towering over the catcher. Wow. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, so I don't want to disturb the beautiful oratory that the pictures are giving out. I'll just keep my big mouth shut. Wow. So I'm definitely going to have to go through this in much more detail later on and look at them closer. But that is just phenomenal. Search for the Randy Johnson, Mark McGwire here on YouTube. It is one of the furthest home runs you'll ever see hit. Wow. And while you're at it, check out check out the bird that decided to take a little detour down into the stadium while Randy was pitching. That was a mistake. All right, so guys, there's some cards at the bottom of the box that I'm going to pull out now. I'm not sure what's on them, but they were set aside, obviously, for a reason. So these were sent to me. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Guys, check these out. I'm going to set this binder aside real quick. Oh wow. I'm going to get a couple stands here. Oh, I'm kind of shaking right now. This is exciting. Oh wow. Check this out. Okay, first of all, look at this one. Y'all know Paul Goldschmidt, one of my favorite PCs. Look at this purple Bowman Chrome, purple bordered card. 2011 season. Look at that rookie card for Paul Goldschmidt, an RC Goldie. Purple on a Bowman Chrome. Is that not like one of the most gorgeous cards ever? I mean, you guys know I love Goldie, and wow, look at the colors off that. All right, but guys, this is the creme de la creme here. I don't even know what to say about this one. I'm just reading the label here. 1 second. Okay, all I'm going to tell you guys is, before I show you, it's a PSA graded card. It was given the grading of 10. PSA 10, gem mint, on card auto, first Bowman Chrome, Paul Goldschmidt autograph. First Bowman Chrome card, gem mint 10, on card auto. I'm just going to soak that in for a second. Yeah, Frank, you're right. Merry Christmas 2020. Yeah, guys, I'm going to ring the bell, but cover your ears. I'm going to ring it loud and hard for a while here. Oh. Yeah, Steve, what you just said, sir, is the understatement of the year. I wish I could say more. I need to watch myself because I promised anonymity to the donor. But I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting choked up here, guys. Steve, you're absolutely right. People are great in this community. Whew. I'm not going to turn the camera around on myself today, guys, because I look a little pale and my eyes are literally red right now. I don't know what to say. That is just beyond words. All right, I'm not going to embarrass myself, guys. I'm going to end the stream here in a second. There's no crying in baseball. I'm not crying. My allergies are kicking in because I get allergic to nice things. Is that a fair statement? Yeah. Oh, and here comes everybody. You're right, hobbyist. I'm getting ready to say my goodbyes, and I've got the most in my stream now that I've had in the last 2 hours. Wow. What a way to finish off the night. Finish off the week. Finish off. This encapsulates everything from 2019. This is almost more than I could handle. That is. All right. I'm going to end the stream, guys. I love this hobby so much because of the relationships that it brings together. Yes, this card I'm speechless. And not only is it a beautiful card, but what it does is it represents something even more beautiful, and that's the relationships that we have as a community. When Steve made that comment that this is the best community ever, it is. How can you dispute that when you see things like this being done? The donations and the giving and the people covering each other's back and, hey, who do you collect? Who do you collect? They want to know because they want to share. They want to send you their stuff because they know you would appreciate it. And the appreciation that I have for this is beyond measure. And it's just a perfect example of what we all do for each other. Yeah, join the card community. Wow. Okay, guys. I don't want to ruin the moment by rambling on and babbling on, but I'm just gonna finish. First of all, and this is a beautiful card too, guys. I'm not gonna dispute that as anything but collectible as well. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Steve left the link for, I forget the guy's name, something goat. I don't remember. But I'm going to check that out. I'll see most of you guys over there, hopefully, if you're not already there. Guys, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I know it's a Friday night. There's 1,000 different things you could be doing tonight, but you chose to share the moment with me live tonight. I thank you so much. I'm speechless. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I'll see you all in the next live stream. You guys have a wonderful evening. God bless every one of you. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.